In the NBA, the game can change in an instant, but no matter how the action unfolds, you know DraftKings Sportsbook has your back. This week, new customers can score $150 instantly in bonus bets just for betting $5 on basketball. Win or lose, you get an instant dub.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code Jenkins, Jenkins. Jenkins. New customers can get $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting just $5 on basketball. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code Jenkins. The crown is yours. Welcome to Jenkins and Jonez on the Volume Podcast Network. It is Monday, November 27th, and we've got a whole week's worth of stuff to catch you up on. So excited coming out of the Thanksgiving break to be doing another Jenkins and Jonez with Dragonfly Jones, a.k.a. Tyler.
Hey, everybody, how's it going?
LeJethro Jenkins, a.k.a. John.
What's that, Bubbles?
I'm Cardi B, a.k.a. Mike.
Motherfucking Mike. Motherfucking Mike.
What got you going, John?
I don't know, man. The transition was funny, bro. Like, gotta be doing another Jenkins and Jonez.
It's another Jenkins and Jonez. We're produced, as always, by the lovely and talented Jackson Saffon.
What
And, well, first, before Jackson does the plug, does anyone have any comical yet life-affirming holiday stories to share?
Why? What happened? You got one? Go ahead.
No, it's just, the Monday after Thanksgiving. It's just, I thought maybe someone's, spilled a cranberry but ended up with a life lesson from their sister about the meaning of family or some shit. I don't know.
None of that.
No, okay.
My wife's grandma celebrated her 85th birthday yesterday, so we turned up for her. You know what I'm saying? So, shouts to her. 85 years is a long time, man. That's a blessing.
85 years is a long fucking time. She was born into a very different world than exists right now, man. That's crazy.
It's changed at least 46 times. You feel me?
My grandpa used to really trip off that. That was like his big preoccupation was how could he go back in time and explain the world? He was always Genghis Khan. It was like, how could he explain air conditioning to Genghis Khan? Like, how could he explain cars to Genghis Khan? I don't know, man. But it was really it didn't occur to me till sort of before he passed away. It was like, damn, he's kind of talking about himself. How can he explain the world to himself as someone who grew up in an Italian project in New Jersey? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's fucking crazy. 85. All right, Jackson, we've got a big announcement. Go ahead and let the people know about the brand new way you can get your Jenkins and Jonez content.
Jenkins and Jonez is officially on YouTube. We have our own YouTube channel, guys. Clap it up. Yay. Clap it up for us. We will have every full episode, some clips, some YouTube exclusive content. So subscribe. YouTube.com/@JenkinsandJonez. All spelled out.
Full episodes. YouTube.com.
That's crazy.
That's Jenkins and Jonez. Now listen, it's every full episode will be up there, and I do actually hear from a lot of people. I have friends who are like, "I love to listen to your little podcast, but I don't listen to podcasts, but I do watch YouTube." Like, I've heard that a lot.
Yeah.
We have you can see John Boy's handsome face. You can see Tyler's beautiful smile. You can watch the faces they make when I'm doing the intro.
It's a different experience.
Right.
The YouTube experience. Welcome to 2006.
No, but people been asking. They be like, "Yo, where can we watch it?" You feel me? Now you know. You feel me? We on YouTube.
Gentlemen, I shaved my neck for our first YouTube.
Special occasion.
I changed up my weekly shave schedule just for the new YouTube.
The neck shave
changes
everything.
It's so vital.
So important, bro. You a dirty nigga when you got the hair on your neck. And you become a bad bitch all of a sudden. That one thing switch up your whole shit.
You will legit be walking around like, why is my face so bloated? Am I putting on weight this week? No, just shave your neck. That's 10 pounds right there.
10
off
pounds
your face.
from your face, nigga.
Right?
10 pounds off your face is crazy, bro. Crazy.
Wow.
That's so true.
You want to lose weight? You know what I'm saying?
You shave that motherfucker.
You ain't got to eat like me. Don't skip the carbs. Shave your neck, dirty ass nigga.
That's actually, but that's a real tip though for fat-faced chipmunk cheek individuals like myself. Every time I get a haircut and trim my beard on the same day, I walk around and people are like, "Mike, you're losing weight." I'm like, I absolutely am.
Oh yeah.
Through willpower and grit.
45 minutes of cardio a day. You know what I mean?
Something like
right. You know.
Well, you know, it's really because
that's just minimal.
It's really because I love my wife so much. You know what I mean? I believe in keeping myself in good shape for her.
Right.
There it is.
All right, let's talk about some sports. The Bucks authored the biggest comeback of the NBA season earlier today, which was good, or on Sunday, which was good because it would have been a real awkward look for Dame losing to the Blazers, but they came back from down 26 to beat the Blazers. I feel like this Bucks team has started already putting it together so much faster than we thought they were going to, but stuff like that where you can see that they have the gear, we don't really give that much of a fuck about this game, and now we're flipping it. That is like weirdly comforting to me, even though I guess I should be like Republican round ball. You should play hard 48 minutes every game, but seeing them flip the switch was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's just something that's kind of even emphasizing a bigger point that we're seeing this season with like the in-season tournament is that pride means a lot to these dudes, right? Like you know for sure that Dame was in that hole like, come on, y'all, we cannot lose this shit. Like, you know, everybody knew that fucking social media and all the commentary was going to be like, you know, this is the guy, your franchise player, you traded him away and you guys can't even beat that, you know, 4-11 team with him, right? Like they knew that was just going to be the noise surrounding this game, and those motherfuckers turned it on, bro. Dame went crazy, Giannis went crazy, and like I said, it's just showing us that like, yeah, you know, sometimes they don't give a fuck about, you know, some game in February in Charlotte, but when it comes to like the shit that matters, like bragging right shit, like we're seeing with like we saw with that game and with like the in-season tournament, pride matters to these dudes, bro.
I mean, who really turned up? You know, I was on daddy duty, so I didn't get to watch the game. Who really teed up? Was it Dame that really locked in?
Giannis had some crucial shit late in the fourth. Like he's the one who had the bucket to tie it and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Dame I thought was kind of pressing. I think he was like 30% from the field or something.
Oh, he was he was trying to prove.
He still had numbers, but he was for sure. I think he was. I got the stats right here. He was 7 of 21. He had 31. You know what I mean? But he was, yeah.
You know, he used to have them type lines, bro. Allen Iverson, I love my man, but he was a big 7 for 25 ass nigga, man.
He won MVP on like 42% shooting, bro. And bro, he earned that shit. Like, right. Yeah, we saw the roster. We saw that Eric Snow was his number 2, dog.
No, his number 2 was Aaron McKee. Nigga forgot. Yeah. Nigga forgot Aaron McKee.
Yeah, he was a 6th man. Yeah,
Aaron McKee was 6th man. I thought he was. He was a 6th man. He averaged like 14 a game. I thought he was 14 a game.
He won 6th man of the year that year. That year, AI won MVP. Fucking Dikembe won Defensive Player of the Year. Larry Brown won Coach of the Year, and McKee won 6th man of the year.
Dikembe was one knee anyway.
We also saw Madison.
And they got 40 and 20 put on his head the first game against Shaq. God damn, Shaq was different, dog.
What was Dikembe supposed to do with Shaq though at that point?
Not a goddamn thing.
That wasn't Dikembe. Yeah,
bro. There's a clip of Shaq backing Mutombo down, and he literally, I'm not exaggerating, knocks that man off his feet up in the air, backing him down. Go YouTube that shit. Like, bro, Shaq was different, man.
Yeah, he put an all-time player in missionary position, like mid-play.
4-time Defensive Player of the Year, dog. Like, Mutombo was no slouch.
Knees up by his ears, like
revving up on his ass. You hear me? Yang. Cashing him out from the back. You hear me?
Madison Square Garden continues to play host to historic moments for other teams and players, but Devin Booker hit a game-winning 3-pointer. And you know, that was exciting, great game, but I loved the clip of, they cut away from it on TV so you couldn't see it, but someone who was sitting front row on the baseline uploaded video of Kevin Durant's celebration going down the front row of the baseline, just high-fiving. I'm sure he was high-fiving Knicks fans, but he was just so fired up, and you could just see how much he loves being on Devin Booker's team. And I don't know, it was just one of those cool moments for me where like the big global brand of the NBA gets shrunk into an actual like basketball game like we've all played it. You know what I mean? It was just a beautiful moment, I thought.
Yeah, KD is a basketball nerd in like the truest sense, right? Like it's nothing to see that dude just tweet out like, yo, y'all need to tune into ESPN2. This kid in NC State is going crazy right now. Like he loves basketball. You know what I mean? So yeah, so you know, seeing him fanboy out like that, you know, that was something that was beautiful, and that like I said, I just love how much KD loves basketball.
Yeah, whether it's college, WNBA, he's always watching hoops. You know what I mean? Like he's He's a bigger basketball fan than basketball fans. You know what I mean? He just loves beautiful basketball. You feel me? So, yeah, man. I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but it's fire as fuck to see KD, who we said was like, it's not his team. You know, he's not the same anymore. That motherfucker averaging 30, 31 a game, right, 55% from the field. Like, he made us a lie.
Yeah.
Again, you know what I mean? So, like, but yeah, man, it's cool to see somebody of his caliber, like, being such a fucking fan of the game, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah. We'll come back to basketball in a second, but I wanted to talk a little NFL. First, we'll start off field. Did you guys see the racism bingo card image of the little kid at the Chiefs game wearing a full? I don't say little kid to make it like to excuse this, but to emphasize that it was like probably multiple adults involved in doing this to this kid, wearing a full headdress and blackface to the football game for the Chiefs-Raiders game today.
Somebody's applauding him. Somebody's like, you know, beautiful. 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? You hit it love it on all levels, bro. It's crazy, G. That is wild. And you know, I like we talked about this before. I feel like the parent had to be like, let's roll the kid out and see what happens. You know, maybe if he can get away with it, I could try it next. They're not going to jump a fucking child, are they?
You're saying his dad is soft launching the blackface?
Right. Maybe I can get away with it. Yeah, it's crazy, dog. Crazy.
No, I just felt like it made me think of that Tyler I.M. tweet. It's actually not racist, and I'll tell you why, my friend. We see the white dude in front of the Cleveland
indigenous dude.
Yeah. Just bro. My whole shit is, why was there blackface on, you know, a Native American? That's what I was wondering.
If you're gonna throw the headdress on, fuck it.
And no, here's what I'm thinking, because it should have been red face, right? Like if we're gonna be racist, we got to be accurately racist. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is this: like, if you're going out to buy some shit, you know, to darken your face, why did you not buy the red shit instead of the black shit? Did you just have some blackface material hanging around your crib because you were like so deeply rooted into the racism shit? Like, is this something that you get a lot of usage out of in your crib, some blackface material? That's what I was confused about, because if you're going to be racist, like, you need to buy the red face shit, but why did you just not buy the red face shit, and did you have some blackface shit hanging around the crib? That's what I'm wondering, dog.
Does red face exist?
Yes. I'll tell you why, my friend. Picture had to do the red face.
Please. You said he was in red face?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean, it's red face paint. It's,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
I know.
Right. It doesn't say on it like red face for the impersonation.
He's not going to Amazon. I need some red face.
Red face.
I like Tyler's idea, though. It's Thanksgiving weekend, you know, like we're being mindful of making sure we use the leftovers. They probably just had a separate blackface setup. They were like, well, this is going to go bad on Wednesday.
We haven't used this role since the Klan rally in Orlando in 2018. It might be bad now.
Might as well throw it to your son.
Yeah, he's upcycling the racism with his kids, you know.
Right. I like to imagine it's one of those things where the kid is like, you know how kids sometimes like really want to do stuff that their parents do. Is the kid's like, Dad, is today the day I get to do the blackface? You know?
Yeah. Well, you just turned 12, son.
Time to become a man.
Time to become a man. Right. Go get my shoe polish.
Right. Crazy, man.
I just recently had to explain that, like, what blackface was with Vincent, because he wanted us to be Braun and AD originally for Halloween, and I was like, I can't really do it, dog. Like, I mean, I could wear an AD jersey and do the eyebrow.
The most makeup you can put on your face is giving yourself a unibrow. That's the only acceptable makeup alteration you could do in that.
But
situation.
Even then, like, as a white dude, I feel like if I'm going as a black athlete, like, my white face is like glaringly the absence of blackface. You know what I mean? It's like if I saw me dressed as Anthony Davis, the first thing I would think is, it's a good, like, let me make sure he's not just slightly tanned from coaching baseball. You know what I mean? Like, I just wouldn't even like enter it into the realm of questioning.
I just imagine you in blackface. Like you hopping on the pod as AD after going trick or treat. What's up, guys? You ready? It's podcast time.
Gardy B here for another
Gangland Gordy. Motherfucking Mike.
Yeah. But what's crazy is that people really do burn their whole life down over a Halloween costume. That's what I told Vinny. I said, you want to be best friends who are athletes. Why don't you be Mookie Betts and I will be Freddie Freeman, who's whiter than me and has a distinguished, his distinctive thing is he's got big teeth. Like on Thanksgiving, we had some incredibly bad football games, and we also had probably the funniest 20-second clip I've ever seen of the New York Jets attempting a Hail Mary and it being returned for a pick six, which is like, if you think about it symbolically, it's like pretty messed up. It's like your Hail Mary is your last ditch. Like you're coming to God, like I don't have anything left. And then it gets returned for a touchdown. That's only the New York Jets could have that happen.
I don't know if I don't think I've ever seen a Hail Mary get returned for a touchdown, bro. Like that is like the first time I think I saw that shit in all my years of watching football. But it's just so wild, bro. Like if you lose the quarterback who you brought in, who you thought was going to save your franchise in the very first series that he plays, and then you are like the team that had a Hail Mary returned on him, you got to just question shit, dog. Like y'all motherfuckers might be cursed, man. This football shit might not be for y'all, bro, for real.
You are not favored.
I didn't see it. Why did the nigga return it? Why ain't he just like in the game? He just wanted to like drag his guts.
End of the first half. End of the first
half.
Oh,
okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Oof. But also defensive backs, it's like I think a Cowboys player just set the record for pick sixes in a season with like 5 or 6. Like they're so rare that even if it was the end of the game, like you just would. And he really only had to make the quarterback miss. I mean, it was really no one was even particularly in the area of tackling him. Was so funny about it. It's probably as much like undisturbed running as you could ever do on an NFL field mid-game.
Straight in the park.
But it's just it's so funny. I do have one friend who's a Jets fan, but it's so funny because a 99-yard pick six takes so long to happen that there's just so much time for you as a fan or you as a quarterback to really let it sink in as it's happening. Like you're going through at least 3 stages of grief in the middle of the play. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. What was the score at halftime for you to feel necessary to throw a Hail Mary?
I think they were kind of in the game at that point.
I want to say it was 10-6 or something, or 10-3 maybe or something.
Where'd they throw it from? Like their own 40 or something?
Yeah, I'm sorry, it wasn't on Thanksgiving. It was on Black Friday. I forgot it was. And y'all know the story behind this, right? Yeah, they were on the 50. It was still competitive. They ended up. It was to the Dolphins, John. They lost. The Dolphins beat them 34-13. So there you go. Your Dolphins got the funniest play of all time as a touchdown. So. Yeah, and Amazon has a game on Black Friday because they paid $100 million just to keep more people at home to shop online on Black Friday. That's the level of capitalism we've ascended to.
The government need to go ahead and break that shit up, bro. Whatever they got to do, it's time, man. Step in. That's crazy.
It might be. It's like we've been talking about the social media. It might be past time. I don't know that the government. I don't know what the government would do if Amazon just said no.
Right. Fuck around, got an army, nigga. Like we don't know what he got. You feel me?
Yeah. That's crazy. All right, y'all saw also over our break, Scott Foster ejected Chris Paul from his 77th NBA basketball game or whatever it is. Why is this a storyline that is allowed to continue? Like, what do you know what I mean? Like, why is it a recurring theme that we're going to have a Scott Foster, Chris Paul ejection over nonsense? Like, is it because the NBA doesn't want to acknowledge that it's an issue? It just feels like insane to me that this dude still has the ability to eject Chris Paul from NBA games. I truly don't understand it.
I don't know. It just feels like that dude just moves however the fuck he wants. I'm talking about Scott Foster, right? And because he knows nothing is going to happen to him. And it's just like, you really have to legitimately question, like, does this dude know where the bodies are buried or some shit? Because he was caught up in that Donaghy shit, right? Like there are records that him and Donaghy had direct communications before certain games.
They're close friends.
Yeah, right? And of course, Donaghy will never referee again, but Scott Foster's he's still here, going strong, still doing this shit, still ejecting motherfuckers like this. Like, like I said, it really makes you wonder if we really got the full scope of how corrupt refereeing might have been with that Donaghy shit, man.
And if he didn't referee Chris Paul anymore or ref in Chris Paul games anymore, like it's not like we notice. It's not like they'd admit to like him being not liking Chris Paul and changing games, and the reason why Chris Paul's winning percentage is low, it's damn near zero when Scott Foster is reffing. It's not, it's not like we notice that shit. So it really would be easy for them to just pay attention to it, but it's kind of wild.
The only time I notice it is when he ejects Chris Paul. Right, it just happens regularly enough that I think about it from time to time.
I think about that little baby T he gave him all the time.
That's so disrespectful. That's
dog.
The pettiest, like, ooh, bitch, I got you. Ooh, take that. You know what I mean? That would have me pissed, bro.
I think you both tweeted about it, but you say he had the all black Hokas on.
Very different, very different angles.
Mikal Bridges quote tweeted that shit and added CP3 and told him, "You ain't have a chance." All black Hokas, like that is just an insane synergy of energies, dog. Like, bro, you're gonna be comfortable being on some fuck shit. Like that's basically what that means.
They might be grimier than all black forces because Hokas don't come in all. They come in seafoam orange and shit. Like,
listen, bro, you can't wear low forces but so long because some motherfuckers have no support. This is a straight up soul. If you are posting up in some in the Hoka version of all black forces, you say you gonna be on some fuck shit for a minute, bro. It's time to get comfortable, right? Like he sent a message with them motherfuckers, dog.
My Hokas are all black.
God bless, John.
All black boys.
I think I've only ever seen him in like teal and pink and orange. I don't even think I've ever seen a like all white or all black Hokas. That's crazy.
I mean, the thing is, like, if I'm gonna get Hokas, my perspective, right? I only wear them when I'm on the treadmill, right? And I'm not trying to draw attention with no teal ass shoe. Like, look at me, old. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to, advertise my bad knees. You feel me? Like, so I just got the little subtle all black joints. You know what I mean? That's my thinking.
Also over the break, Kawhi Leonard made yet another return to San Antonio. As usual, he was loudly booed by Spurs fans. Not as usual, Greg Popovich angrily stormed down the scorer's table, grabbed the PA mic, and said, "Let's let these guys focus on basketball. We're better than that." To which the crowd booed twice as loud. Gentlemen, if you were Spurs fans, how would you have responded to legendary head coach Greg Popovich, tisking you over the PA mic?
Bro, for one, if I were there, I don't think I'd have been booing Kawhi, right? Like I have no right with Kawhi. It's a very complicated split him and that franchise had. So I understand the bad feelings on whatever side, but I wouldn't have booed Kawhi. But as soon as Pop said that shit, I'd have booed Pop. I would have been one of the voices joining in on that chorus of boos that rained down on him after that. Because, bro, it's like, you can't tell fucking, hardworking people who spent money to be there, how they can react to haters. How they can react to other adults, who are being paid to be there too. Nah, all that shit goes out the window. That was some AAU shit. Like, I understand not booing kids, for sure, but nah. NBA players can get booed, dog. They'll be okay.
Pop is maybe the most respected man in that city. But that's how ridiculous what he did was. Would they even booed the shit out of his ass? Because who the fuck do you think you are? Yeah, we love you, but you know what I'm saying? That's a step too far, you feel me? And they supposed to boo his ass. That's crazy.
We had the same night, actually, and I apologize, this is not on the rundown, but we also had Steve Kerr the same night complaining that the music was too loud. And I believe the Warriors were in Phoenix, but he was like, "It's like a Miami nightclub in there. Can we just play basketball?"
Get that man some Hokas, man. That's Hoka talk. It's Hoka time, Steve. That guy, dog.
That's low key racist as hell because he was just like, Miami has Cubans and like Phoenix has Mexicans, and he was like, the Miami bar, like
this is some Mexican music.
He's like, this is Mexican music. These Mexicans are playing Cuban music all the time. Like, goddamn. Come on, Steve. What the fuck?
That's funny. Well, speaking of racism, we did have one clearly documented case of racial discrimination, which was that white billionaire NFL owner Jim Irsay, owner of the Indianapolis Colts, said on television that the reason he was pulled over and arrested on a DUI was because he was discriminated against for being a white billionaire. That's his words. He said it was because I'm white and a billionaire. To which the interviewer said, "You know how that's going to sound." And he said, I don't care how it sounds. It's the truth. So
the fuck?
Your thoughts? I'm genuinely curious. Is reverse racism having a moment here? Is Jim Irsay trying to make himself the fucking poster child for white people having so hard in America?
That man said, "I am discriminated for being this, and then named the two factors that will get you out of being discriminated against." like if you're white, you will bypass discrimination. If you're rich, you will bypass discrimination. He said he was being discriminated against because of those two things. It was the wildest shit. And then he was like, "My black mother, Dorothy," and he brought up pictures of his nanny. Like, bro, how does that help your case? You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
John didn't know.
I didn't know there was a nanny that he was talking about when he's talking about his mother.
Yeah,
black mother.
Black mother.
Yes. Bro, that is the richest shit anybody's ever said. Is that, he was so rich that he thought the impossible was possible. It is literally impossible for that to happen. For you to be discriminated against for being a billionaire and white. That has literally never happened. It will never happen. But he's so, disassociated from everything because he's so rich that he spoke to that. It's crazy. That's how rich he is. And then he told my black nanny, my black living nanny mother. What the fuck is, bro? This man is a caricature of a white billionaire, dog. Crazy.
He's also like a massive cokehead, allegedly. But like
that probably
might have factored in.
Little seasoning.
I will say. I do think this is proof because Jim Irsay has one of the most unhinged Twitter accounts you could imagine for a person of his wealth. And I do think this is proof that he is really on Twitter probably all the time because that's the only place in the world where white billionaires are not popular. And so if he's feeling like the world is against white billionaires, it can only be coming from being on Twitter.
That's real shit. Bro. And the motherfuckers like one of the things in that traffic stop where he got his DUI was he had $30,000 in cash, right? And he brought that shit up. He was like, and you're getting on me for having $30,000. That's chump change to me. I give that out to homeless people on the street.
They mad because I'm styling on them. You know what I mean? Niggas mad because I was flexing, nigga. Broke bitch. Right. You hating on me because I got $30K in my pocket, right. Nigga.
You ride around with that as the equivalent of the change and the dollar bills we keep in our console in case we meet a homeless person at a stoplight. That's wild as fuck. $30,000, dog.
He said he got discriminated on because he rich as fuck. Dog, that's crazy. That's crazy. I had $30K on me and they hated on me.
Bro.
Right.
Yeah, that's some Rick Ross shit.
Bro,
that is some Rick Ross shit. Like cops pulled me over because I was in a Maserati. That's some shit like that.
Right. He's talking like a
Rick
drug
Ross
dealer.
Is black, sir. Rick Ross is black. It's understandable for him to get discriminated against.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
all right. I don't know what's a crazier quote, the Jim Irsay quote or Chet Holmgren talking about Kevin Durant.
Bleep, bleep.
Shooting 54% from three this season, to which he said 54 from tray ball is Odie shooting hang pulls.
Jesus Christ. What fucking AI model created that statement, dog?
You need a legend, a key to figure out what the fuck he talking about, bro.
Some Chat GPT ass shit.
The last part, bro. What was the last part?
Odie
shooting hang pulls.
Shooting hang pulls, nigga. Did you glitch, bro? Recalibrate this motherfucking robot, bro. Oh, does anybody know what it means? I don't even think like that's him being young. I think he just fucked up whatever he's trying to say. I can't imagine that meaning anything. Maybe that's how I'm that old. Where I just can't even imagine that actually meaning something to anybody. You know what I mean? Crazy.
Yeah, it is. It did mean something, which does just mean.
Did people say it meant something? Did you see anybody? Maybe a youth
hang pull
respond?
In youth parlance is, I believe, like a specific sort of a hesitation 3. Like a not a step back, but
like a hang pull or a hang pole. So it's like it's a hezzy pull.
Yes.
Okay, that kind of makes.
And I guess if you were 30 years older than us, you saying hezzy might sound to us like Odie.
Yeah. Odie hang pull. Okay, the hang pull. What the fuck? The hang is what got me. The hang is
disgust.
The hang made it sound like
I'm not. It was also confusing to me. I was still trying to like play detective on what Chet Holmgren was saying.
Maybe that's a technical term. Maybe he's on the other side with it. Maybe like hang pull is what like the coaches use. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the trainers use. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It was just like a very confusing moment because it's like, okay, is this a moment where I'm really old and out of touch? But then it's like, you know,
just white.
Yeah, exactly. Or is he just white? Because if Ant said that, like if Ant Edwards said that, I'm like, goddamn, well, that's it.
Right.
You know,
I'm out. It's over for me.
The times have passed me by.
It was fun while it lasted.
I will never understand young people again. But coming from a white guy, it's like, hold on a minute. You know.
Wow, Jim Irsay was right again.
The discrimination.
I think hang pull is something like Drew Hanlon would tell the people that, you know what I'm saying, he's coaching. I don't think. Yeah. I don't know if they're saying hang pulls in 2K on the street. You feel me? Like, that's a crazy hang pull there, brother. I just don't.
No one talks like that. I refuse to believe that any human being talks like that.
I can't. Hezzy pull sounds better, but that could be my old ears.
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
I don't know. It could be. I'm stalling because I'm still scrolling. Tyler, you tweet a lot, bro. You've never heard that before. I'm scrolling looking for Tyler's super insightful analysis of the American economy.
Oh, bro, you're talking about the last shit. Tyler. I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, but I thought it was more. I thought it was more recent than it is, and I want to read it.
I retweeted it, so you can probably. It's probably the fourth thing that I retweeted. Yeah, I don't think I've tweeted since. Might have tweeted once this week, my boy.
Yeah.
Man, I can't believe I'm here, man. I can't believe I'm the nigga that don't use that. Damn, that made me feel old as hell, low key. Sheesh. Did you see it? You find it?
I am gonna go.
Here, man. All right, bro. Let me do my thing. Let me do my thing.
John is. I don't know if anyone else is having this issue. John is shadow banned as fuck, bro. I have to type the full Jethro Jenkins in.
I can't tag him in photos. John,
really?
What'd you do, John? Do you put your like ultra private?
You stopped tweeting.
Yeah, I mean, what? Yeah. That might have been it. I mean, I still get people still respond and engage when I tweet.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
So someone had tweeted, "Never ask a college is a scam MF what they majored in," which is like a total. Someone tweets that 400 times a day, and this one happened to come across Tyler's desk, and so he quote tweeted it and said, STEM grads are growing at a rapid rate because kids know that's where the money is. Eventually, salaries for positions in those fields will see stagnation too in an employer-friendly market, meaning that there's more and more STEM grads. Classism is laughing at how capitalism eats others while not realizing you're on the menu next. Damn.
The tweet after that was crazy, though, too.
He said, and you might be reading this thinking this is only a battle new grads will have to fight amongst themselves. Oh, no. And I love, by the way, being friends with Tyler in real life because I can read his tweets in his voice. Oh, no. Say you're making $200,000 as an engineer in 2033. You get laid off. Your job is then filled for $100,000 by a chronically underpaid 2025 grad. Layoffs are a market reset.
You know, of course, I hate classism. More, just flat out point blank period. But I just don't understand why if you're seeing the way that, the job market is right now, why you are picking this moment of all times to job shame people, to major shame people, because like I said, bro, the tides are turning, and we know the implication there was like that was a STEM grad who was like, getting on people graduated with BAs.
Oh, you're a philosophy major, blah blah blah. Yeah.
And you wonder why you broke,
right? And bro, and like I said, the tide is turning now, where eventually, BSs are they're going to be devalued a bit too. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I'm a recruiter. I'm in the field. I see this shit happen all the time. Basically, like what's happening now is kids know that if you're a STEM grad, that's where the money is. You get that job. You get that diploma, the degree. You've got probably a guaranteed job, making a lot of money now, and a lot of kids are flocking to that shit. Like STEM grads have incrementally grown over the years.
The kids elementary school pushes that they have like a STEAM emphasis, like what I mean, that they have like an extra science teacher and shit. Yeah, it's very very popular among people who are thinking about what their kids are going to do for a living when they're 5 years old.
Yeah, and like I said, eventually there's going to come a time where the professions in those fields become employer friendly, because there's going to be such an influx of graduates there, right? And then once things get friendly for employers, that's when wages stagnate. That's when people get underpaid, people get chronically underpaid, which is why I said that this isn't just a battle that new grads are going to be fighting. This is a battle that senior and tenured employees are going to be battling in years to come, when these employers are trying to cut costs, and they know that, okay, this grad that graduated 8 years ago has 8 years of experience in the same technologies that this senior person has, where they've got just 10, because this is a new technology that just came out. And so, everyone's kind of starting from ground zero, regardless of how many years of experience you have in this shit. And like I said, those massive layoffs happen, and that's just a market reset. That's when wages get, if there was like if shit went friendlier for job seekers, layoffs like that, they reset the market to kind of level shit out. So that my whole thing there, like I usually don't respond to tweets like that, but I was just like, bro, like how can you tweet that now and not see the writing on the wall? That was my whole thing there.
Reading that tweet, I actually thought this nigga could have been president.
Hell no. I wouldn't even wanted that shit.
No, you talking about Scott Foster on some, he on some bullshit. You give him barbecue, shit over here, and then you become Alan Greenspan, you know what I'm saying? And the next, bro, like I can see you, like you got the brain that is, intelligent enough in so many different things, and also relatable enough that could, allow you. That's why we loved Obama, because Obama was brilliant, but he was also relatable as shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro,
he smoked Newports and shit.
Bro, hey, Obama was a nigga, dog. You feel me? Like that's what he was. You feel me? So like, bro, I'm like, dude, I read it. The last line talking about classism and capitalism. Just to break it down and in and hit us with that damn banger, bro. Man, you made the pen do backflips, my boy. Congrats to you. Kudos to you, man. Here are your flowers, man. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Salute. What it made me think of too is, and for those of you who are STEM grads listening to this and going, oh, but technology will continue to develop. This will never happen to us, whatever. My mom was a psychology major when she graduated college in the early 70s. And she told me she was headhunted by Transamerica as like an insurance company. She got offered $120,000 a year job, like walking across the stage with a diploma, because that's how much liberal arts majors were in demand in the early 70s. You know what I mean? So that reset comes for everybody. Yeah. And it totally had not occurred to me like that until Tyler put it that way. So.
Yeah, I think that's a common misconception, is that the tech field is like reset free, and that's just not the case, because
look at the market bubble. Look at the market bubble exactly. Popping on it. Like, yeah.
And I'll explain it to you like this: like, a software developer with about 10 years of experience is probably just as or even more qualified than a software developer with like 30 years of experience. Reason being is that software developer who had 30 years of experience, he's got a lot of shit that's been phased out on his resume. That software developer with 10 years of experience doesn't. He is current as fuck, right? Like, so that's my whole thing, is like, in tech, seniority isn't going to save you. How current is your skill set is what's going to save you.
And that's not fun. As someone who's worked for newspapers, that's not a fun industry to be in, because I tell you what, you're going to turn 40 one day, and you are going to rather take your kids for a walk in the park to learn about whatever the new fucking programming language is. I promise you that shit is coming for you too. Let's close with Dookie Butt of the Week. I have an interesting one. You guys probably know this. I think I had seen some stuff about it, but it was I was reminded of it because I covered a Long Beach State women's volleyball match over the weekend where the opposing team had a Brianna McKnight. And, you know, if you cover sports and stuff, you see a female version of a male name, and you assume that the dad's name is Brian. So, I wonder if that's Brian McKnight's daughter. So, other Tyler, 562 Tyler, and I we're googling it. Yes, this is the daughter of Brian McKnight, but there are TMZ articles about her being estranged from her father because of all kinds of crazy shit that he was doing. And it led me to seeing, did you guys know that Brian McKnight recently changed his name because he has disowned his previous kids? So he changed his middle name so that his second son that he's naming Brian McKnight Jr. would be the only one who has his exact name. That's the craziest shit.
Wow. He's singing all these love songs and being an absolute devil in real life. This is crazy to me, bro.
You can't revoke a junior.
I think part of the story was he hit up his son to ask his son to change his name, and his son wouldn't change his name, so he changed his own name.
Yeah, how crazy! That's truly one of the craziest things I've ever heard of.
That's devil. That's devil shit for sure, bro.
Yeah. And it's wild because when he we loved McKnight's music in the 90s, but he was kind of like the safer R&B type dude, right? Like he wasn't like the over the top sexy Jodeci or whatever. You know, he was kind of like, you know, office waiting music R&B that we fucked with. You feel me? And he's the wildest motherfucker out of all of them. It's wild. It's crazy to see.
Yeah. Tyler, your Dookie Butt of the Week.
I'm going with Ryan Day, man. The Ohio State football head coach. I'm going with him just because he didn't beat Michigan and give us some more fucking post game footage with that coach, bro. I wanted to see that dude cry again, man, and he took that from us. I can't. And you know, I'm not a college football fanatic, but you know, Ohio State fans are like, bro, this is what Ryan Day does. He shits the bed in big games all the time. He doesn't play aggressive enough. And I'm like, bro, you had the one time where you could have like fucking, you know, given the people what we wanted with another emotional post game conference from this dude, and he didn't give it to us. So,
and he also looks like a second in command in Red Dead Redemption or something. Like the way he dressed, that was the ugliest looking suit. That shit is embarrassing, bro. And you gotta there's a, you know, I understand people modifying their bodies, dyeing their hair, all this other stuff. You know, everyone to look the way they want to look, etc., etc. But the old red-faced white dude dyeing his hair and beard black, it never looks good, and I never understand it. And he is a hallmark example of it just looks like he honestly took some of the Kansas City Chiefs fans.
Look like supply, a Kabasi out there.
Just rub that shit into his beard, dog. Jackson, your Dookie Butt of the Week.
This feels like it was a long time ago, but it was this past week. My Dookie Butt of the Week is Mike Gardabasio.
Ooh,
shit!
My Dookie Butt of the Week is Mike Gardabasio because
what happened?
I had a feeling.
He thought he poked the typing bear and thought he could. He could out type me. He thought he could out type me with extreme confidence. He thought he could out type me like a dad playing with his kid in like basketball in the living room. And little did he know.
And I tried to back him down, and he pulled the chair out from under me, and I popped both Achilles.
We got to tell him what happened, though. He hit the old nigga group chat, which is damn near dead.
I want you to know I'm hurt. I'm hurt that you've revoked the privacy of the old dude group chat for this.
I'm sorry. That shit, we never used that shit. We were
gonna talk about prostate health in that group chat.
We use it a little. We do that a little bit. You feel me? But bruh, the old and was like, yo, I'm finna show him what time it is. He sent us a picture of 106 words from me. I'm like, damn, Mike, you finna kill him, nigga. I would have bet the house on Guardian when I saw 106. I'm like, there isn't a human alive. It turns out Jackson is not human. Barely human. He's a demigod when it comes to damn typing, bruh.
116 words per minute. Insane. I literally, bro, it felt like I felt aged out. I put my phone down. I was literally scared. It was probably like how like, you know what I'm saying, people saw, like, that worked in factories saw, like, when they rolled the big ass machine in there to do their job for them. Like, I was like, am I supposed to outpick that? You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? I was supposed to put the tops on the Campbell cans faster than that motherfucker. Like, that's how I felt when I saw that. It was frightening seeing 116 words per minute.
Did you just compare Jackson to a cotton gin?
I didn't want to say cotton gin, bro. We weren't getting paid to do that shit. You know what I mean? Okay. That's why I switched to the Campbell shit, but I already had taken a step in the wrong direction. You know what I mean? I jab stepped the wrong place and tried to make up for it and tore my ACL, because I'm old as hell. But yeah, man. Sheesh. Crazy.
We may or may not be attempting to do a live type off on live stream on the YouTube channel. We need another reason to subscribe to the Jenkins and Jonez YouTube channel, but
YouTube.com/Jenkins and Jonez.
Jenkins and Jonez.
We at Jenkins and Jonez, and we need to do that, because we need to, on the typing thing we did, there was an easy test, which I think you would have beat me on, a medium test, which you beat me on, but we had the same score on the hard test.
You beat me. You barely beat me on the hard test
by one word per minute.
Oh, I beat him. Oh, I thought it was tied. I thought it was tied exactly.
He was like 95 or 96, and you were one up, like 97, something like that. Yeah.
I've literally been altering the way I type. Like, we talked about this, like when I type in Google Docs or Microsoft Word, and I type like a second grader, because it autocorrects everything. So I never put apostrophes in contractions. I don't capitalize letters at the start of sentences, because it just does all that automatically. So I'm trying to be more like
you in the gym.
I'm trying to be more correct.
John, what's the golf saying? It's play it as it lies. Is that what it is? Yeah, you got to play what's in front of you.
I'm not a golf guy, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
He's not familiar.
It sucks, but I want you to know, Jackson, that it's the highest compliment I could pay you is that I'm trying to be better, because every fiber of my being is screaming, put the Uno reverse card down and make fun of him for winning a typing contest. Right. You know what I mean? And I'm resisting the urge. To do that.
Reasonable.
So, John, your Dookie Butt of the Week.
My Dookie Butt of the Week is Black Friday, bro. That shit is over with. Cancel, bro. Damn. It didn't even feel like Friday. It felt like Sunday for every second of every moment of that day, bro. Black Friday is over with, dog. That was the wackest Black Friday in history, bro. Horrible. Did you see? I don't know if this was a meme or not, but they showed the people opening up the door, and one motherfucker walked in hella calmly. Like they opened it up like it was like swaths of people outside waiting to storm inside and grab that fucking whatever the Westinghouse
60-inch
that TCL fucking 60-inch television, and that motherfucker walked his ass in there with his motherfucking bubble coat on. Calm as hell, bro. That shit was weak, bro.
Yeah,
terrible.
Basically, you know, online shopping and our shitty ass economy just kind of killed that shit, bro. Like, it's just, bro, for one, you can just do your shit online and shop. Like, no one is going in person anymore to these fucking, like, motherfuckers used to wait outside.
Camp.
You used to camp outside on cold-ass November nights,
bro,
in fucking 20-degree weather to go in on Black Friday at 12 a.m. and get, like, deals and shit.
I have friends who they would have Thanksgiving dinner at 1 o'clock so that grandma could go wait at Best Buy, bro.
It got so popping that Best Buy was opening up at 9 p.m. and 8 p.m. on Thanksgiving night because it was in such demand. And, bro, now you gotta pay a nigga to leave their house to come see your little dry ass. Have y'all been in a Best Buy lately?
It's the saddest shit ever,
bro. It's worse than the libraries.
Best Buy.
You feel me? And the libraries is nasty work, bro. We need to save the libraries. We need to start something, man, because it's horrible. But man,
John and I were texting at like 10 o'clock on his birthday about how sad the situation is in libraries with just like public health and everything. But yeah, Best Buy, it's like going inside the cocoon of of the bantha that you sleep in to stay warm or something. Like, there's just nothing left. They said they're going to stop selling physical media there in 2024 too. Like, they're not going to have any video games, CDs, DVDs because no one's buying them.
I mean, if we keep it in a buck, like they should have been stopped. Who the fuck has a physical anything when it comes to media? You know what I mean? Like the games, you get them, you download them on your joint. You feel me? Like nobody's doing that. So like it's crazy for us to hear that, but this is also why they're so fucking trash because they're just now doing it. Bro, you should have did that like 4 or 5 years ago.
But what are they going to put in place of it?
Nigga, nothing. Another fucking Westinghouse television. Bro.
Yeah, I don't know. It is the ultimate sign that like we're overly attached. Like all human beings, one common flaw of the human brain is that we're all overly attached to our memories and like personal experience. Because all the tweets about Black Friday being over, like they like legit made me sad, and I was like agreeing with the people who were. And
I never even fought with Black Friday, and it still made me sad. Like I never cared, didn't go to one.
But I enjoyed seeing people trampling each other to get Tickle Me Elmo's 12
Banging
hours
it
after.
out.
12 hours after doing a prayer over their dinner about being grateful for the things that truly matter. Like, where's the juxtaposition? You know what I mean?
I saw somebody, you know how when people like will post something soft and nigga be like, we used to sell drugs. Like, what's wrong with us? You know what I mean? I saw like somebody like, we used to fight, you know, like making fun of Black Friday. Like we used to beat each other's ass over this. Now look at the Black Friday. You know, we losing recipes. That we used to sell drugs is great. Somebody took it a little step further. We used to sell crack. He basically called that nigga a whole bitch.
Did y'all see that Chris Crack has been referring to his fans as crackheads?
I fuck with it.
I love it. God, yeah. What an angel. What a perfect human being.
Imagine taking yourself seriously if you appreciate Chris Crack's music, right? There's just no way that happens, dude. No way.
Yes, 100%. All right, that's all the time we got. We'll be back on Thursday with another episode, and then Saturday as well. Make sure you're subscribed to youtube.com/@ Jenkins and Jonez. You can see full episodes every episode. You can see clips. And like we mentioned with the typing test, I also we'll have some YouTube exclusive stuff. I also want to drive up to LA and film the long awaited horse match between John and Jackson.
I got a location. We're leaving the library because I'm holding down, you know what I'm saying, for the real ones, you feel me?
Yeah.
There's a gym, there's a court outside, and it had the double rims and all that, bro. Let's go ahead. Let's play together. Let's play it on
zombie mode. Look at Joe Jackson. Are you afraid?
Bro, quit being nasty, bro.
Wow.
Hey, just lick your finger and test and win, bro. You know what I mean? We'll buy it. You know, real shooters can shoot indoors and outdoors, baby.
Tyler, did you see the bougiest face possible?
Bro, this is a person that grew up privileged, bro. Because all I did was play outside. I had to get used to the indoor rims during the season because I was hooping outdoors during all season.
We had an optional practice with our basketball team I coach at the park today.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
I shouldn't have called out Mike. That was a mistake.
This motherfucker like outdoors.
Outdoors?
Ugh, double rim. Right. I thought we were going to do it at Staples Center.
Shit. You can do wherever you go, Jock. Wherever you like.
That's all the time we got. We'll be back on Thursday. Hope everyone's week goes well. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.